Luke walks into the cantina, and later when Ben Kenobi cuts off Warusman's arm, that we see a vampire. And this story is Soup's Song, the Pipe Smoker's Tale, and it tells the story of that very vampire, Danik Jericho. He's the aristocratic, posh-looking man we see smoking at the bar, and he comes from the planet Anzad. And he's a real-life vampire. He has hidden tubes in his cheeks, which he uses to drink the blood of his enemies through their noses, which is gross. But not only does he drink their blood, it's not only their blood he's interested in, he also eats his victim's luck, which he calls soup. That's why the story is called Soup's Song. So on Tatooine, Danik works as an expensive bounty hunter, and he often drinks the blood of anyone who displeases Jabba, if he's able to get them before the Rancor does. And when Ben arrives in the cantina, Danik is lured to Ben's soup because he can sense his Jedi power, and then he also sensed the same thing from Luke. But after following Luke and Ben, he picks up on the scent of Han Solo's blood, and it's the most powerful, luck-rich blood he's ever scented. So Danik decides to follow Han to drain his blood, but he's unable to get to him before he escapes the cantina. So the story ends with the vampire deciding that he's going to wait in Jabba's palace for when Han is eventually captured. And this story and the character gave me the absolute creeps. Danik is such a slimy, weird character, and his attitude to his victims and their soup is especially gross. And he's probably the worst character we've read about up to this point. He doesn't have any redeeming qualities at all, like some of the others, Hammerhead is a peaceful gardener, and the stormtrooper joins the rebellion. But Danik has none of those kind of things. And we also learn in this story that Tatooine's two sons are called Tattoo 1 and Tattoo 2. So now you know. This story will probably give you nightmares, but reading the book again, it's given me an even greater appreciation of how great the cantina scene is in Star Wars. There's so much going on, and the crazy variety of aliens is really cool. And I don't think there's another scene like it in any film, really, other than, you could say, Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi, but the cantina scene is still better than that. Hope you like this one. Love you lots. See you soon. Bye.